So a couple of months back I watched a video that explores how the Smash 4 custom special moves can be implemented into Ultimate. The video, made by Delzethin and will be linked in the description below, mainly focuses on how it's possible to make new moves for fighters while still using the same animations that are already in the game. So I thought to myself, why don't I take this idea and then just go crazy? What I mean to say is, what if we give every fighter in the game new special moves? And I actually mean new moves, not like the ones in Smash 4 where it was the same moves but with different properties. So first, I'm going to put down some ground rules for myself, so I'm not just throwing random moves everywhere. First of all, I'm only going to be adding one set of special moves per fighter. In Smash 4, there were actually 2 extra sets, but being that this is going to be completely new stuff instead of adding to the old, I'm just going to keep it simple. 2, it has to have a connection to the character. So either the fighter is able to do this move in their games, or fits with their Smash incarnation. For example, the Ice Climber's moveset is completely made up, because honestly, there's not much you can pull from this. So as long as I make a move that fits the character, it's fine. Next, it doesn't have to be all new. I can still do something similar to Smash 4 where I just change the properties of a move or reuse animations and whatnot, but I just have to make sure that it fits with Rule 2. And the last thing, just remember that this is all for fun. Chances are some moves won't fit the character's playstyle and stuff like that, but this video isn't meant to be taken seriously. It's just so we can get a chuckle or two out of all these weird ideas. Anyway, with that out of the way, let's get started. Mario's moveset is very diverse in that all the moves actually come from different games. So for Mario's neutral special, we'll give him a move from a game that isn't represented in Smash. The Hammer. Coming from the Paper Mario and the Mario RPG games, the Hammer is a chargeable move that, like in the RPG games, will be much more powerful when released exactly when it's fully charged, as opposed to before and after. I know a lot of people would like to see Paper Mario as its own character, and honestly I think it'll be a fun idea, but I don't see it happening right now. Mario's side special will be something taken from his latest game, and I'm obviously talking about Cappy. While the whole capture mechanic will be way too OP for Smash, I think this move would be great for horizontal recovery. When used, Mario will throw Cappy forward, then jump to it as a platform, meaning you regain your double jump and up special if you haven't used it yet. But if you're on the stage and you hit an opponent with Cappy, it will cause the opponent to go dizzy, allowing Mario to come in and start doing one of those ridiculous up air combos. Mario's up special will be taken from Mario's current down special, being Flood. This will be a chargeable move that would use the rocket nozzle. In Mario Sunshine, you charge this up and it would send you flying into the air. This move will send you very high upwards, but will be a bit lacking in the horizontal area, and it will send you into free fall afterwards. Mario's down special would be the one he uses in Melee, i.e. the one Luigi and Dr. Mario uses now. I know that they changed his down air to be something similar, but I know that there are some people out there that want this move back. And maybe you can change it up a bit. You can use the spin he does in Mario Galaxy instead of the regular one, with him only spinning once but it being much more powerful.
Donkey Kong!
Donkey Kong is an interesting character as most of his moves doesn't actually come from his games, and it's just more like an aggressive gorilla being an aggressive gorilla. So now we have the chance to change that. At least that is what I would say. However, I couldn't find anything for his neutral special, so it's just going to be a massive punch. This move will be a chargeable version of the last hit of his final smash, being a strong uppercut. This move will do less damage than the regular neutral special punch. However, being that it sends the opponent upwards, Donkey Kong will probably be able to follow up with some of his ridiculously strong aerials. His side special will be Rambi the Rhino. Rambi is the first animal friend Donkey Kong teams up with in Donkey Kong Country, and honestly should have been in his moveset from the beginning. It will work similar to Villager's side special, Just tapping side special will make Rambi dash forward, hitting opponents in front of him. Holding side special though will allow Donkey Kong to ride Rambi, and can be used for horizontal recovery as well. Donkey Kong's up special will be the barrel cannon. It's kinda strange how Donkey Kong is pretty much known for barrels, and yet there's not a single one in his moveset. So that will be changing now. Donkey Kong would jump into a barrel, which starts spinning around by itself, and when the special button is used again, DK will fly out of the barrel in the direction that the barrel was facing, with a small explosion happening by the barrel, similar to Bowser Jr.'s up special. DK's down special would be Super Slam, his special ability in Donkey Kong 64. Think of this as basically Byleth's down special, but with you not being able to turn around or go through platforms. However, this move will have super armor throughout the entire move. I'm sure some Donkey Kong players would have a lot of fun with this.
Link!
Link's default appearance in Smash Ultimate is the one from Breath of the Wild, so it only makes sense that he has more moves from there. Starting off with neutral special, this can be the bomb arrows. These are just like regular arrows, but as the name suggests, they explode on impact. They will travel slower than regular arrows, making them much easier to predict, and they won't be able to hit the floor as they explode immediately, so you can't shoot 2 arrows at once. But just because you miss the original hit doesn't mean your opponent can't get hit by the explosion as well. For the side special, this will bring back Link's boomerang from Brawl, which will go forward and then have a wooden box on the way back, bringing back with it any items or enemies that was in its path. His up special can be the hand glider. Just pulling out the hand glider would make Link jump a little bit, with the hand glider having an active hitbox the whole time, so you can use it similar to Peach and Daisy's up special. But if you hold down up special, you would activate Rivali's Gale, allowing you to fly much higher and making it much easier to recover with. And down special can be Stasis. In Breath of the Wild, this move would freeze any object in place, whether it being an enemy or an item, allowing Link to hit it as much as you want within a certain amount of time, and then all that momentum builds up, sending it flying. Can you just imagine how hectic something like that would be, but in Smash Brothers? Obviously this kind of move would be pretty overpowered, and would need to have some downsides to it as well. So this move has a 20-second cooldown time, and if you miss, it'll have a decent amount of end lag. The range for Stasis, however, will only be about the same as Link's grab, so you have to be pretty close. But once you hit it, you can start smashing your opponent up as much as you like, sending them flying in the same direction of your last hit. It can also be automatically activated by pressing down special again, like the remote bombs.
Samus!
Samus' neutral special would be the Ice Beam. This is very similar to the Charge Shot, but goes slightly slower and freezes opponents when it hits. This kind of move will hopefully help with the general Samus playstyle, but I mainly wanted it so that she could freeze the Metroid Assist trophy without having to use an item. For side special, she would have the Plasma Beam. This can pretty much use the same animations as the regular side special, however instead of a missile, it would be a small thin beam of energy. This attack will go straight forward and have a really long range, and will be able to go through opponents to hit anything behind it. This move won't do a lot of damage, but will cause opponents to be stunned for a second, allowing Samus to come in and start some combos. For her up special, it will be the Space Jump. This upgrade from Metroid Prime basically allows you to use a double jump, but in Smash, she could already use a double jump. So here, this would be a high jump that used the mini jet boosters on her back to propel her upwards, and it would send her into freefall afterwards. And for her down special, it could obviously be nothing other than the Morph Ball. I don't know what they decided to do with her regular down special in Smash, but having the Morph Ball as one of her moves just makes so much sense for her character. This move will allow you to roll around on the stage for about 10 seconds. This would obviously make you much harder to hit as you are much smaller, and pressing the special button while in the morph ball will release the small bomb. And you can also press the shield button or down special again at any time to go out of the morph ball.
Yoshi!
I had to take a little bit of liberties with Yoshi, as there's not much he can do that isn't already in the game. His neutral special will be Spit. This is basically a slightly longer range version of his grab, but with him only being able to throw forward and no other direction, causing the opponent to go into a tumble, which would allow Yoshi to follow up with anything else. For his side special, it would be the Fireball. Just pressing side special will make Yoshi spit out a single fireball which travels forward, but holding it down would make Yoshi spit out 3 fireballs travelling in the same direction but obviously covering a much larger range. His up special would be the Flutter Jump. I know he already flutter jumped for his double jump, but honestly I couldn't really find anything for Yoshi except the helicopter. This move will lose the super armor of the double jump, but you can attack with it similar to the way Yoshi's down air works. For his down special, it's basically the same as the one already in Smash, however instead of only doing a little bit of damage and hitting foes in a small area around it, it will just bury any opponent under him instead.
Kirby!
Kirby's custom specials will be like his regular specials, being copy abilities taken from some of his enemies. For neutral special, this would be Fire Kirby, where Kirby starts breathing fire from his mouth in a small area in front of him. Unlike Bowser and Charizard though, this fire is unlimited, and won't need to recharge after a couple of seconds. For side special, it would be Bomb Kirby, with Kirby throwing a small bomb in front of him which goes off after a couple of seconds. This bomb won't have a lot of power, just kinda think slightly more powerful than Banjo and Kazooie's grenade. His up special would be the Parasol. This is basically the same as Peach and Daisy's up special, but it will have slightly more kill power and less vertical reach. You can also glide down as you would with Peach and Daisy as well. And finally will be Spark Kirby. This will make a small area of electricity around Kirby that is very powerful at the center of it. Think Pikachu's regular down special, but without the whole lightning coming down from the top. This move will have a decent amount of start and end lag, but when you do manage to hit it, it'll definitely be worth it.
Fox!
Fox's neutral special would basically be what would happen if you gave Fox Wolf's Blaster, just going slightly faster and doing slightly less damage than Wolf's. His side special would also be very similar to Fox's regular side special, however Fox would automatically stop in front of any opponent he comes in contact with and then he gives them a good kick. This move would also send you into freefall like the regular one. His up special is something I'm calling Air Fox, and would basically be what happened if you give Fox's the up special of Terry, with him spinning and kicking his legs with a whole wind box around him. His down special would be a small smart bomb. This would be thrown in a similar way to Inkling's down special, and when it hits the ground it would automatically explode, dealing damage to any foe caught in its wake. I had to make some of these moves up as again there's not really much to go off of here.
Pikachu!
Just as a quick disclaimer, I never really played any Pokemon games, at least not far enough to know the full mechanics of it, so I just really went online, found a list of moves Pikachu can use, and chose the ones that could work in Smash. So again, just saying, some of these moves might not be iconic moves Pikachu could use, but then again chances are neither is Skull Bash. So I'm just saying that for Pikachu and for pretty much every other Pokemon in the game. Pikachu's neutral special would be Nuzzle. This will cause a small area in front of Pikachu to become electrified, causing any opponent next to him to get stunned and then topple over. For his side special, he would use Wild Charge. This will cause Pikachu's whole body to be enshrouded in electricity, and then he charge forwards similar to Skull Bash. However, he's actually running on the ground. This will do a lot of damage and knockback to opponents if you hit, and if used in the air would be basically the same as Skull Bash. However, Pikachu's body is still shrouded in electricity. For his up special, he would use Volt Switch. In Pokemon, this move allows Pikachu to attack and then quickly return to his Pokeball, allowing someone else to come out and attack instead. In Smash, this move would use the same animation as Quick Attack, however you won't be able to control where you're going. Instead, if Pikachu's within a certain range of solid ground or platform, he would automatically teleport to it, say within 5 or 6 meters. If Pikachu's towards the side of the stage, and he's within that same range, he would automatically grab the ledge instead. So I think this move would be great for the aerial shenanigans Pikachu is known for. Finally, down special would be Discharge. When used, Pikachu would release a large amount of electricity around him, dealing a lot of damage to anyone hit by it. So again, basically the same as his regular down special, without the whole lightning from the sky thing. This move will cause Pikachu to stagger a bit after using it, so you have to be careful if you miss. And that's it for what if custom specials were in Smash Ultimate. I was thinking to make this into a kind of series where I go over about 8 characters and then show you what extra moves I think they could have. So give me your thoughts about it in the comments below, and while you're there, you can tell me which one of these custom moves you like the most and you would like to see in Smash. So that's it for me for now, but until next time, see ya.